Fire Strays.
Yeah, British Tree to the Atom and Luna. It is Team Kiri that's going to open this thing up wide open to cap the point right back here. 20% cap now to Kiri.
And that was long but patient play from Team Kiri. They had no issue peeling away if they felt that pressure from Fire after the resurrection comes out with the Eternal Bond, but it's not gonna be enough. Yusha is gonna be able to find them, but guess what's still active? The Adam Warlock Karmic Revival. So they come right back around. It'd be a shame if all that hard work from the Phoenix were to get deleted as it were right there. But Team Kiri still trying to put in the pressure. Those chemicals are taking a quick nap. They lose out on
strictly, and so interesting to see how this kind of first map rolls out. Legendary is ready to rain from the skies. Damage boost is active here. We'll see when they decide to pop it. They've been using it in kind of chaotic moments, which I always love in these team fights because it just completely takes the focus and the commitment to the point there away from Team Kiri if they so choose to. But now going forward, this is about to be the Michael Bay special. Vic holds ready. Qs are going to get pressed here momentarily.
Look for the final. Allow them to stay on this point.
Now, two great answers to Super Gomez and the Star-Lord, either with the Seduction or the Meteor M now as Chemicals trying to open up his lane. It's 99% and climbing and staying. Chemicals gets two, though. That's going to help things out massively. Going for that Super Gomez. Pesky gets out of the...
They get used as an extra defensive opportunity here to back away.
Now, pay attention to the ults here for the sustain. Itsu's going to be very close to Karmic Revival, lying right behind, so you can have this slight...
And that was in the middle of using that Soul Resurgence from the Mantis. Etsu brings them back, though, with that Soul Resurgence and the Karmic Revival. Sends out the Meteor and here misses out. ZQ does have the Eye of Agamotto, but with the number advantage on Fire Stray's side, they get to flip the point right back. Chemicals has that portal, though, so they're going to be able to reconnect.
Probably exactly what they want here. We can see if he lands this out the way he wants it now. We got Super Gomez going to be matching Yusha in the skies here, but Chemicals getting the first of it. Gomez going down slightly, not going to win that matchup here. Spinning the win, you should go in for more, and at this point, yeah, it's gonna be a tough call if you use anything here, if you ZQ, because you're going down one by one. They lose British Tree. They gotta reset.
If you can find the cracks to the foundation of what Fire Stray's win condition here is, Etsu had gotten such clutch reses here, but being able to find these first picks and making the swaps that you could see Yusha in do with this Eye of Agamotto, since now there is no strategist ultimates here, and Team Kiri are gonna have to restart entirely.
British Tree, absolute great neutral picks there, and the Risa Z-Cube Agamotto ready. They did get the Eternal Bond out, but right with it was the dance floor sector. So at this point now, Vic looking at it, advantage going back to Strays in terms of survivability and sustainability, ult economy wise.
We're gonna be able to have it nailed down here, you sure, with the legendary chemicals too. A lot of damage output.
A lot of resurrection.
It's crazy with the retouch too off the portal here. The Eye of Agamotto that he was holding on for so long only hits the Doctor Strange at his Sector. But with the Eternal Bond, they stay in this fight. Now Sector just got it, but gets taken out almost immediately by Etsu, who is there ready and Super Gomez to follow up. Etsu
deserves to be in that duelist spot for subbies immediately to Fire Strays, and it showed why, right? Right there in the action as we see Super Gomez put the mixtape in, headphones on, and the elims to follow. Good match one, though. It was closer than, might have led on there in the 2-0, but...
They swap over to the Doctor Strange to recontest, and then Pinnacle over to that Magneto. We did see British Tree having to swap over to the Magneto, too. The Groot was just getting blown up.
Get rid of Human Torch. Either way, they probably would go Gomez. Fun to see that difference. Yusha, though, we've seen Yusha play Punisher before. Very good at the hero. Sky going to Wolverine. We often see that Vanguard roll flex into that just for this opening point, which is always great to see. Chemicals with that damage boost as they push forward here. British Tree backing up slowly, playing a nice defensive match here and trying to find an opening, trying to get that first.
Frost, a nice stun coming out, though. Talk about damage pressure, as the Wolverine can also help displace these Vanguards. It's too much damage coming out as Cartier Sky is going to be able to find Super Gomez, but with the Rocket, with the Jet, sometimes you get to have to worry about that BRB specifically from Etsu, and now it's Jeff comes out and saw from Team Kiri. That was the point of the Punisher right there. You're breaking through that chokehold, and with the Omega Hurricane now coming out from Chemicals, this is great placement here. You want to try to cut them off right down the middle, and at least with the Eternal Bond out already, that was just so that way they could try to recontest it, and even being able to find Yusha in the process. Pinnacle goes down without being able to group anybody together, but
Tree certainly going to save his for that. Agamotto goes out, stuns are in. He's picking his target, finally does get Chemicals out, and goodbye Storm once again.
And pressures on Cartier, who is also able to stun right there too, but they will at least have some ultimates in the bank, but time is of the essence. You're almost down to less than a minute now, and Fire Strays also rotating through those ultimates, because lying being on the Atom, you already know what to expect here from Fire Strays, that they want to give Team Kiri a little piece of their own medicine. Yusher coming out with the final judgment though, and now you have the Sia coming out from Fire Strays just to try to combat that, but it's just going to get deleted immediately as Punisher's damage output, especially in the final judgment, it's just a lawnmower.
I mean, Yusher doing exactly what he needs to do here, and props to him because there wasn't much to work off with that imprisonment, but he's still got 3. Now they're pushing in. Unfortunately, you're going to have that Karmic Revival. Yes, the British Tree, the M Tree, Yusher now with another Punisher ult. It's going to be on him here to open the door. Pinnacle has to land this, has to get this imprisonment perfect here. It's not going to have a follow-up, but the Agamotto out. Super Gomez is out with it. British Tree, Z-Cube though. It's the Vanguard show once again. What a hold. Strays keep the business going.
Served on your shots. It tickles my brain in a different way here, and it's tickling for him too because the way he's just pushing up into position, he's building up that ultimate just as quick as you could expect when it comes to Moon Knight and that damage output, just so that way you can get that Khonshu just out in that choke and deal even more damage. They're trying to split that focus onto him, and he sends it down here, tries to block out their point of exit.
I want to see more of that. I like the aggression of the hand of Khonshu. You get it back so quickly. Sometimes you don't have to wait for the tree, right? Sometimes just get it out there, get that pressure rolling. That time it did not land for them, but they do move forward here with the aggression. Pinnacle out, and unfortunately, not going to be able to get back from that res. Kinetic Flower ulted as well, so with it, it's looking like it's going the way of the Strange going down late. They're going to be switching roles here. You should go now to Wolverine. They have time to touch, which is actually a benefit. I thought it was going to be rough. Oh my gosh, he's got to get to it. Oh my, the tree ults. Can they touch? No, 3, 2, they get to it. What a way to read that. Good job there from the tree of British.
Look at that. Look how close. That was actually so insane by a pixel as Z-Cube also had used up the Psionic Seduction here, and Super Gomez now with the hand of Khonshu. The moon is right at their backs. He gets both Vanguards, and there's nobody on the point. Every contest, but with how close that peel